Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I am Harbinger the Pentagenarian. I am a 55-year-old veteran that has the hobby of listening to and reacting to music videos. So this is my channel, so welcome. I listen to everything from Angelina Jordan all the way up to Spirit Box. Check in the folders after you watch this video, and you might find something you like. Today, I am going to be watching and reacting to, at long last, Ren, the Ballad of Jenny and Screech. This has been recommended time and time again, so I am finally getting to it. And I'm not going to yammer too much more because I know that Ren makes phenomenal music and pretty damn good videos too. So I'm going to take a moment and we're going to check this out together. Alrighty then. 13 minutes and 31 seconds, but I know it's not going to feel like it. So let's kick back with a cup of coffee and listen to what Ren has to tell us in this bardcore rendition.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance with the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. A poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it. Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete, and he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
I'm going to watch them contiguously.
starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away. Hey, babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest. Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame. London city, far from pretty, too 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone, crack, knick, knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Let's talk about that. A trio of songs about tragedy. And I will admit, by the end of that song, I knew that Violet was the mother of at least one of them. I just wasn't sure which one, but the final twist was good. I liked that. Taking a moment to reflect on it, well, the tragedy of it is obvious. The talent behind the performance and creation of this little trio of songs is immense. And even though it might not be a direct manifestation of something that he witnessed, I'm sure it is reflective of many different situations, many different people. And it is a reflection of what our society can do to people and to families. And it's the tragedy of drug use, drug abuse, alcoholism, and a devaluation of human life that is brought about by socialization gone wrong. It's hard to put your finger on exactly what is more disturbing, the individual stories or the overarching, I guess you could say, bomb drop at the end. Um, Ren has an ability to definitely tell a story, and I appreciate the fact that I guess he has titled what he does as bardcore. I think that's fairly accurate, and a lot of that has to do with one of the functions of a bard is not just to tell a story, but to tell a morality story. It wasn't just about constantly running around and singing songs to entertain. They were there to tell stories that did have some deeper meaning. And everything I've seen Ren do so far, he has accomplished just that. He's a very much in touch with himself and his emotions, but at the same time, he's also very much in excuse me, in touch with the psyche of the public consciousness. Whether it's Hyren, where he is talking about his own struggles with mental health, or Money Game, when he's talking about the pressures put upon us by society or our parents or our peers, or in this one, where it is a tragedy from start to finish. You always get something out of his music. It is not what I call throwaway music. It's not pop music. It is a very serious music, and I have seen reactors state that they've never heard anything like him. And there's a reason for that. It's because even when you go to the likes of Dylan, Bob Dylan, or um, Arlo Guthrie or Woody Guthrie, they talk about more of a there's a lot of personal stuff there, but there's a lot of political stuff there. There's a lot of societal stuff there. And I think what Ren does is he brings it to a very personal level. He allows you, through his lyricism, to see things through the eyes of an individual. And that is very important in storytelling. You don't typically find that in musical storytelling. You can hear it a lot in straight spoken word stuff. But he does it in such a way where he's like combining the concept of spoken word poetry, spoken word stories, and observations and mixing it in with music. He is not rap. I have heard people refer to him as a rapper. He is not a rapper. He does some rap, um, I guess you would call it bar linkage in his songs, but he is not a rapper. He's bardcore, and I mean honestly, that is the best way to call it because there is no one doing this. And I think one of the things that appeals to me, at least, is what he's doing is very brave. Um, it is something that we haven't heard before. And whether it, spawns an entire genre of music, it's hard to say. But what is also hard to think about is someone else doing it the way he does. Most of his videos are live and recording, as in he starts, he plays a song, he finishes. The amount of production time in even what appear to be simple videos, doing most of it in a one take, it's phenomenal talent. He and his creating partners have a formula down that works very well. And I think that's one of the things that draws you in is there is no obvious cut. There is no, I'm sure there is some post-production, but it's not obvious if there is. And I think that allows us to connect better with what he is saying and what he is doing, because it is as if each time you watch him, you are standing in front of him watching a live performance. He was walking through streets, but there weren't a whole bunch of cuts and different angles because you don't need that. A lot of the music that is consumed nowadays, when you see videos for it, and I don't mean this in a negative way, this is just an observation, they are filmed in a very ADHD manner. Is you have frames and flashes and lights and lots of cuts. And it's almost as if they're not allowing you to focus on what is being said. And a lot of it's because a lot of popular music, if you focus on what's being said and listen to the words, you're going to be very sorely disappointed because it's all about the catchiness of the beat or the chorus. Ren doesn't do that. He immerses you into it, and he tries not to break the spell for the entire time of the song. And that's another reason why I prefer to watch his music and most music uninterrupted, because there is a certain spell that is cast for every song out there that is worth its salt. And everything that I have seen from Ren so far is definitely worth its salt. And I believe that in watching it constantly through, or all the way through without cutting or breaking or commenting over the top of it, in order to get the full impact of it on first listen, you have to do that. You have to sit there and look and watch and listen to the song. Because if I were to be cutting that thing up and talking over it, the entire feel and emotion of this three-piece set would be broken. The continuity would be broken. And it's not something I want to do. Ren should be experienced from start to finish, and then you could pick it apart yourself. Those are my 10 cents of commentary on this. Again, very impressive. So far, I have not been disappointed by anything. And in fact, every time I see something by Ren, it is more and more impressive, even if it's older stuff. The simple reason that he has such a mind for music and emotion and impact that it's phenomenal. That's the only way I can describe it, is phenomenal. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, please hit like, maybe subscribe. And if you do that, I would appreciate it. It helps out. And I'm hoping to hit 6,000 followers or subscribers by the end of December. So maybe you can give me a hand on that. But hey, until next time, take care of yourselves, be good to one another, and most importantly, don't be a dick, because the world has enough of them. You guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.